1, 2,
Buckle my shoe.
3, 4,
Close the door.
5.
Greetings, people. I come in peace. Well, firstly, what a great little fighter Nick Ball is. I remember his fight against Isaac Dogbo. He looked unstoppable, relentless, exciting, tough, a proud scouser. I did see a chink in his armour when he fought Raymond Ford. I thought he was fortunate to get the decision against Ford, but it was a close fight. It must have been extremely disappointing to get knocked out for the first time in the last round of a close fight. He was probably up on points. If he stayed on his feet, it would be hard to see Figueroa getting the nod. He's the away fighter. But Figueroa didn't have to leave it to the judges. He caught Nick in the middle of throwing his own punches with an overhand left on the button, leaving Nick Ball on his face. I'm shocked he got up. Ball has great support. He's an exciting fighter and always has a mountain to climb. That's why he galvanizes the fans so well, going up against the odds, beating the bigger guys. But because of Ball's stature, it's always going to be a task getting closer to a taller, rangier fighter, and he's done really well at it so far. But how long can he go on expending extreme amounts of energy, getting inside and putting intense amount of pressure on his opponents? Especially when the standard of fighters are getting higher in ability and size. But I'm sure Nick will come again and get back to winning ways. I have to say that I was disappointed with the way Nick's team behaved. I understand their frustration, but to attack Figueroa's team for celebrating a last round knockout win away from home is just cretinous, unreasonable, unrealistic. If Nick knocked out Brandon Figueroa in the last round, the celebrations would be anarchic and uncontrollable, and rightly so. You're supposed to celebrate. I would understand if Nick was lying unconscious on the canvas surrounded by paramedics, but that wasn't the case. Nick got up from a heavy knockdown early in the 12th round, which he was good to get up from because he went down face first. Anyway, when he got up, his legs wasn't there and he was allowed to go on. But there was too much time left in the round and Nick got caught in a maelstrom of punches, which left him slumped through the ropes. At no point was he unconscious. The referee just kept him on his knees to recover. So what is this? Aren't people allowed to celebrate their wins now? Several of Nick's team went over to Figueroa's corner to remonstrate. For what? I don't know. But it nearly caused a riot as missiles were thrown at Brandon and his team, who were very magnanimous and apologetic, even though they did nothing wrong. They didn't respect Brandon's team because they went against protocol before the fight and wrapped Nick Ball's hands without Brandon's team being present. Highly unusual. The officials didn't tell them to re-wrap his hands. That's not good. I think Manny Robles went on to say that he wrapped Figueroa's hands without Nick's team being present. The icing on the cake was when Nick Ball left the ring without waiting for the announcement. Not very good sportsmanship by Nick and his team from start to finish. I heard he was very late for the weigh-in, an hour, which is unusual. I'm very surprised. None of us have a God-given right to win all the time. It's boxing. Anything can happen. Absolutely no need for that thuggish behaviour. This is top-level sport, not a car park Donnybrook. We don't need the bother boys. Where have you ever seen? Well, it does happen, but it happens in low-level boxing. But you don't usually see in high-level boxing the other team come over and try to fight and kick the opponent's team for celebrating. Very childish and brattish behaviour. Anyway, As I said, Nick Ball is a good fighter. Hopefully he comes again and gets back to winning ways. The team needs sorting out. I don't know what will happen there. Probably nothing. But that's my take on last night. Anyway, thanks for listening. Please subscribe. And remember, choose life.
Now looks as though he can hardly lift his arms up. Oh, he's got him with the right hand. He's got him. Oh, you can't believe it. And he's doing his shuffle. And I don't think Foreman's going to get up.